Hi everyone, my name's Devin. My wife and I are very fortunate and get to travel the world together. So I decided to start my own channel dedicated to travel. Without further ado, our first trip to Vietnam. Our first highlight of our trip was taking a tour to Sapa. We left Hanoi around 6 a.m. on a sleeper bus and arrived in Sapa around noon. If you're prone to motion sickness, the bus will be going up and down windy roads throughout the mountains to get to the town at the top of Sapa. We ate a nice lunch and then started our 4-hour guided trek into the valley. If trekking is too much, you can still visit the villages by motorbike or car. As a heart patient, I found the trek intense, but doable for me personally. The weather here is very unpredictable, so make sure to bring extra clothes, an umbrella, and a good pair of shoes or hiking boots. If you're doing a trek, the terrain can be very rough in certain parts. Sapa sits about 1,500 meters above sea level. The region is home to several ethnic minority groups including Hmong, Dao, Tay, and Zay people, each with unique traditional clothing, handicrafts, and farming methods. The trek that we did was all downhill and the terrain went from a few paved trails to very rough muddy trails throughout the forest. Trekking through the forest also puts you right in the environment with the mosquitoes, insects, and other critters. That's why it's best to wear long sleeves and pants along with a good bug spray to keep your skin protected. When visiting Vietnam, you will want to exchange currency for Vietnamese dong, as most places do not accept credit cards. We personally exchanged $220 and it lasted us a whole week. The US dollar goes a long way here since $1 is worth 27,000 Vietnamese dong. You will usually get the best rate at a local bank or a reputable exchange counter in the city rather than at the airport. One thing I highly recommend is to get a SIM card once arriving in Vietnam. I did see them being sold at a currency exchange in the Hanoi airport. Getting a SIM card is something that I wish we had did because our phone service was not that good in most regions. This made it very difficult to navigate or use the local Grab app for transportation. Depending on where you go, you can expect a meal for two to cost around $10 to $15. One of the odd things to learn is how to cross the streets in Vietnam. Our hotel in Hanoi gave us instructions on how to do this. One of the ways is to always cross with confidence and do not ever hesitate. Once you make a move, go with it, as the cars and motorbikes are expecting you to follow through with your decision. Be sure to try the Vietnamese egg rolls, the famous Vietnamese pho, and some of the homegrown rice in Sapa. If you love coffee, make sure to get a Vietnamese egg coffee. It was absolutely outstanding. After our trek through the valley, we arrived at our homestay that is hosted by the village locals. The hospitality was outstanding, along with great food and local beer to try. Another great place to visit is Ninh Bình. It is very well known for its towering limestone rocks, emerald rice paddies, and winding rivers, creating one of the most breathtaking views. The all-day tour that we did included a beautiful bike ride through this stunning place. Another fun fact is parts of the movie King Kong Skull Island were filmed here. Visiting Ninh Bình is not just about the views. It is also about being surrounded by nature, whether you are climbing up stunning viewpoints or simply going on a boat ride through Ha Long Bay. This is a place that captures the heart of every traveler. So far, I've been to 33 countries, and I have to say Vietnam is in my top 5. The Vietnamese culture is so welcoming, and they have some of the best food I have ever had in my entire life. This country has so much to offer. I'll definitely be back to explore more. Thank you so much for watching.
I see very slippery. I know.